Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
The following program's views, claims, or ideas may not reflect those of WSRR Radio or StylesRebelRadio.com.
And now, we take you behind enemy lines with Lucas DeRazio and Dom Ferro on WSRR Radio.
All Browns fans will go to heaven where football season's never ending. The leaves have changed, smell it in the air. Where every morning is a Sunday morning, the grill is firing and the drinks are pouring. All Browns fans will go to heaven and our Modell can go to hell.
Well, look who it is. The guy or girl, do girls listen to the show? Didn't fill out a March Madness BEL second annual bracket challenge.
You fool.
Tournament bracket
Come on,
thing.
bro.
What are you doing?
We got some big participants.
What are you doing? You knew TCU was going to beat Ohio State. Why didn't you make a bracket? It's only $1.
Listen, we got the heavy hitters in there. They missed out. They can join next year.
That's
we got
right.
the big dogs in there.
That's right. If you missed your chance at the second annual Behind Enemy Lines March Madness bracket challenge, I want to say it's okay, but it's not.
It's not.
Really not.
Because you're never going to even have the chance of getting the shirt from
That's
genericlubs.com.
right. I mean, you can just go buy it yourself, but that's stolen valor.
I heard this one's a one-off.
That's just
I
stolen
heard this is
valor.
rare.
Maybe.
I heard this.
Maybe.
They don't even sell this one in stores.
Thank God for generic clothes, and thank
So
God.
whoever wins this one.
Thank God for WSRR Radio and Behind Enemy Lines. Thank you guys
Yes,
for
indeed.
joining us. It is March 20th. It's
March.
10 o'clock in the morning.
It's
It is
March.
officially March now that the tournament has started. We are recording this on Thursday, March 19th at 2:42 p.m. We just saw Nebraska get it done against Troy. TCU beat Ohio State in a late game thriller.
Yeah.
And
Start off with a bang.
that's right.
Could have gotten better for that
We
first
got some
game.
big ones. We got some big ones going on. March is officially hit. Weather's warming up a little bit here in Pittsburgh. It's warm again. Sun's out. We're feeling good.
The weather's been weird, but you can feel it coming. You can feel it in the air. But yeah, it's an S tier day in sports. Thursday and Friday, the first round
Exactly right.
of the NCAA tournament. Honestly, Thursday through Sunday, I think the round of 64, then round of 32. I think those are just some of the best days you'll ever get as a sports fan, and we finally get it. It's that time of year. It's living up to expectations so far. Lucas, do you want to tell the folks a little bit about your bracket strategy this year? Some of the teams, any sleepers?
I mean, I don't know a ton about college basketball. I'm not shy. I've
That's
said
okay.
that on this show many a time.
It's the perfect time of year. This is when everyone becomes an expert.
That's
in college
exactly
basketball.
right.
You're gonna be hearing me say some things like, "Yeah, this team's looked great all year. Like they should
Haven't
have gotten
watched
it
a minute
done."
of them, have you?
No, not at all.
Now, the one team that I have watched a little bit of, and by a little bit, I mean one game, I watched North Carolina beat Duke earlier this year. So for that and that alone, I do have North Carolina making a little bit of a run, but I'm not even sure how far they're going. In terms of upsets on this bracket, I got California Baptist beating Kansas.
Whoa.
We'll see what happens there. That's tomorrow night, or excuse me, tonight if you're listening to this show.
Late night.
That's right.
That's
a
another
late night
great
game.
part about
9:45
March
p.m.
Madness. You
tip.
get these games starting off at that time.
That's
Like,
exactly
basketball
right.
all day long.
We got the Johnnies making a run.
Of course.
We got a couple I had Michigan State winning my bracket just because they have a guy who has a 51-inch vertical. So he's going to throw down some
Wow.
nasty yams. So that'll be fun to watch.
You know, you can find all these like bits and pieces from every single team in this, and you can make it the sole factor of why they make it far. And
Exactly.
I love that. I love
Exactly. And my sole reason that North Carolina is going to make it far is because I watched one game of them. So I got them beating VCU in the first
that.
round.
And of course, Miami, Ohio. We've
Of
been
course.
talking about them all year. That's the one college basketball team we've mentioned in the last 4 months.
That's right. They're playing Tennessee in the first round. I do have them winning. So that'll be great to see them after they got in from the first four.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. There's one team that didn't make it. Lehigh, unfortunately, did not make it through in those first 4 games, but that would have been nice to see some Pennsylvania representation. I got a good amount of upsets in my bracket.
Do you have Akron beating Texas Tech?
No,
I do.
I was very close to taking that one. I was like, I got to take one MAC school, but I went Miami, Ohio.
I went both of them.
The conference that I went heavy on was the A10, taking St. Louis to beat Georgia. Not a huge upset, 9-8. And then the team that I really have make a run is VCU. And Lucas, that might not make you happy because they're taking on your Tar Heels in the first round.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I gotta love you gotta love the A10 because they usually do show out in this tournament. There's been some historic moments from those teams in March Madness history, specifically Steph Curry at Davidson. That remarkable run, I see it a little bit in St. Louis. I think St. Louis is a team that has all like the metrics they need based on like who's done this and has won like a tournament, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Like
they're falling in all the categories of
yeah,
statistically they can make a run.
it's like I was watching something that's like this team hasn't, if they've lost more than 5 games in a row anytime during a season, like they're not going to win a championship. It's
Okay.
just never happened in history. In St. Louis, they just meet all those metrics.
Meet
So
all
I
the
could see-
criteria. Of a deep
Exactly.
run, huh?
Exactly. So I think I'd love to see the Billikens make a nice run. They got a
like
cool
hearing
logo too.
You gotta love the Billiken.
The winking.
You gotta love. Yeah, he's throwing a little sauce on it too. My big hits for this morning on Thursday morning that you guys can take into your Friday morning if you're listening to us live on WSRR radio is I saw a TikTok that was talking about the first half unders have about a 60% hit rate for morning games, like the early window games. I bet 6 of those today. I think that of the 3 games that have played so far, 2 of them have hit. So I'm liking that. I'm feeling good on that right now.
I love
So
that.
you might want to take it into your Friday morning. I think I'm going to take it into tomorrow too.
because a lot of
we
these
can crank
guys
up.
like Ohio State and TCU, they didn't play at noon anytime this whole season.
That's exactly right. They're
in
not
a different
they're
environment.
not used to that morning tip.
Exactly. So I like that strategy a lot. I
Pause.
think I'm going to tail that
Pause.
Friday.
Yeah, and another thing too is like if the line is near 70, that's when you take the under. Like if it's in those
That's
low
when it's a lot.
60s,
I would say.
yeah. If it's in those low
Not me.
60s, it's kind of a little bit like, I'm not sure if I
They're
want to touch
begging you to
that,
take
but
that.
if it's in the 70s, I would take it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The
I don't-
first half unders for the morning windows on the first round.
It's kind of unfortunate that you can't bet on player props in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if you can in Ohio or anything, but I do think it makes sense why you can't. I think that's where things can get out of control.
Yeah, things will get a little hairy.
But it would be
there.
cool if you could just take like that guy who's got the 55-inch vert.
Whoa, 55,
What'd you
51. Take it easy, bro.
Let me not get out of control.
Yeah, slow down.
Like
Chief.
take the over on his points. Like that could be kind of electric.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'm looking over at your TV right now. Nebraska beat Troy 76-47. You said first win in Nebraska history in the March Madness tournament,
It's kind of surprising,
especially
honestly.
for such a historic. I mean, obviously they're not a basketball school, but like Nebraska's been around for a while.
Yeah, and I'm not like a big geography guy, but you'd think like, Indiana, Nebraska, they're like next to each other, right?
Yeah, you'd think maybe they'd get like the
A little bit of basketball.
scraps from
Come on.
the Hoosiers.
Like you got Larry Bird, the hick from French Lick. Why isn't there anybody coming out of Nebraska?
yeah, what are they doing? What are the Cornhuskers doing?
You got to find some dogs out there. There's got to be some big dudes in Nebraska you can find. How come Iowa can do it? How come Illinois can do it? How come Indiana can do it, but Nebraska? Like, I consider all those like Midwest.
Yeah,
States.
those are like that is the Midwest.
Yeah,
Those are like prime Midwest. states.
exactly.
It's not
And
just
Nebraska,
you considering that.
Nebraska
does that.
might be the,
That's like the
premier.
number one. Yeah, exactly.
as far as schools though, it's not. I guess competing in such a tough conference is why they've really never won a game. They probably haven't made very many tournaments.
That's right. I don't know exactly the numbers, but when you told me that did that surprised me. I'm not gonna lie.
A little surprising. Some teams I like, you got to always like Houston. I think they're
Houston,
just every single year they're in there, but always getting disappointed.
Cats.
Yeah, it always ends in
Cougars.
disappointment for
The
them.
Cougars or cats?
The Cougars. That's
There we
right.
go.
I mean, a cougar is
Yeah, they're a
Cat.
cat.
so.
Same diff.
But what about the dogs, the Huskies, the Yukon Huskies? That is.
I think I have them with an early exit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
I
not
got
sure
them.
how early, but I don't think I have them making a huge run.
I have them beating Houston in the Final Four to make the championship game and losing to Iowa State. That's my team this year.
The Cyclones.
I like Iowa State a lot this year. I think they got some juice to their game. I think, again, you got to trust that Midwest ball. It all comes down to that.
I like the Cyclones. I like the red and yellow. I think it looks good. And for that alone, I do always side with the Cyclones. I think there was one year where I like really, really had Iowa State going deep. I think that might have been the year. Didn't Marcus Smart go there or something? No, Marcus Smart was Oklahoma State. Someone went to Iowa State who I really, really liked, but I forget who exactly it was now. I have them beating Tennessee State in the first round. UConn, why can I not find them on here? Purdue beating Queens.
Purdue
Miami
is another
beating
one who's just
Missouri.
always disappointing, right? Like they it seems like they're always getting upset early in the tournament. But again, you'd love to see them make it through finally. I have them beating Gonzaga in the Sweet 16 and getting taken down by my team, one of my favorite teams in this tournament, the Arkansas Razorbacks.
I was right about to bring up the backs. What do you think about Arkansas in this, huh?
They
That's
are
your squad.
They don't meet all the metrics, unfortunately, but they are one of the hottest teams coming into this tournament. They've battled with some adversity throughout, but when you have Coach Calipari, I mean, anything can happen. That guy's been through it all. I certainly like them a lot more than Kentucky. I have them losing in the first round. But as far as the Razorbacks, they have one of the best players in the country in Acuff Jr., who's averaging 22.9 points per game.
Wow. Are you just reading that off something? Or
I am.
Do you actually, like, have you seen a second of this guy play?
No, I haven't. I haven't
Beautiful.
heard. Yeah,
Beautiful.
but everything I've heard is that he is one of the best players in the country.
I don't want you to have seen him, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to go with vibes.
Yeah.
His last name's Acuff. He averages over 20 points a game, 6.5 assists a game, and he plays for the Hogs. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Hogs, baby.
Hog Nation, stand up.
Woo Big Suey.
That's right.
all I got to say. Coming off of Taylor Green's big combine performance, the Hogs are raring for a run.
That was a team that made a deeper run than people expected last year. I can't remember who exactly they had upsets against, but they showed that they're not to be messed with. You don't mess with the Hog.
They're ready. You don't
mess with the Hog, you get the tusk.
That's right. And you don't mess with
Name that the title of the episode style.
Yeah, mess with the Hog, you get the tusk.
Yeah.
I like that.
That might get some massive traction.
We might do some numbies on this one. Might do some absolute numbies. So there's our little bit of a March Madness a breakdown and preview. We're excited. It's an S tier weekend in sports. Go get some of your boys, drink some beers, and watch March Madness. There's nothing really much better than that.
There are only 4 perfect brackets in the BEL bracket challenge.
I know mine's not one of them. I had the Buckeyes beating TCU.
I have 0 right now.
Oof.
0 for 2. But we take some deep shots in this one. It doesn't really matter early on as long as you get the teams at the end.
That's right. You need your core. Like Ohio State lost, but I had them lose the next round to Duke anyway.
No harm, no foul.
Now I think TCU is going to lose to Duke next round anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's awesome when you're the one to like pick an upset in the bracket.
Oh yeah, it is. But
at
it doesn't
the end,
really get you that much.
Yeah,
in
no,
terms of
it
like
does
actually
nothing.
points.
Because the points, you get 10 points per game. I mean, it's electric when you're like in first at the end of the.
Yeah. You really should get more points for like picking an upset. Shouldn't
I think
you?
so too, but I guess things would get complicated there.
Yeah, I don't know how serious people take their bracket pools.
Remember back in the day, Warren Buffett said if someone got a perfect bracket, he'd give them $1 billion.
A billion. Warren Buffett.
And they brought that back, or Kalshi brought it back this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it had me thinking like, one day someone has to get a perfect.
Yeah,
bracket,
of
right?
how many years it's been played, and
There's
how many
millions of brackets
that people make.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like I think I created like 7 brackets this year.
Yeah.
Like, I know none of them are gonna be perfect. But, like out of the millions of brackets every single year, like we can't get X amount of games.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a lot. I guess the calculations, like you have more of a chance of getting struck by lightning, but my pea brain can't comprehend that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
it is wild.
Someone's got to know ball extremely well and just get lucky on a few things here and there. Why not? Why not me? Why not us?
It's gonna be you.
Why not
and
somebody
Warren
in
Buffet
the
is gonna
BEL?
roll over in his grave. Come out and give you a Billy.
He's still alive.
Buffet?
Yeah.
No,
Warren
he's
Buffett's
not.
still alive. Yes, he is. He
Who
just retired like
who made
last year.
Margaritaville?
That's Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
Warren Buffett's like
Who's Warren? What?
Warren
Wait,
Buffett's
what?
like the greatest investor of all time.
I thought Jimmy was a good investor. He made Margaritaville.
It had to
Hell?
have been. He made a few restaurants too.
Yeah, exactly.
He certainly invested well, but Warren Buffett's like owner of like Dairy Queen and Geico. He owns like Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh, those bums! Don't
Yeah.
get me started on Berkshire Hathaway.
Don't
They're
even.
terrible realtors.
Really?
Yeah, they suck. I hate those guys.
Warren Buffett's the man.
And
Though.
they're stupid purple.
He's retired. Warren Buffett, he eats McDonald's every single day for breakfast.
That's the life.
He's like 90 years old.
I love McDonald's every day for breakfast. I have a
ba-
McDonald's addiction.
Based on like how the stock market is what he gets at McDonald's. Like if the stock
Really?
market gets down, he'll get like
He gets a
some
McMuffin.
garbage.
But if
If it's up, he'll get like the hash brown
He'll
and
get
the
the
high C
McGriddle.
or something.
yeah,
Something. He'll splurge a little.
I feel like a crack addict when I'm driving around because like I do a lot of driving for work, like just driving to different properties
the
and,
road.
and stuff like that. When I see the golden arches, I start scratching my wrist. I'm like, man, I could pull in, get a
Yeah.
McDouble real quick, haven't
Big
eaten
Mac's
for a
pretty
couple
good.
hours.
Do you have the big arch yet?
No, I haven't. Usually, that's the thing. I don't even usually get like the premier items.
You're not
I'll just get a
spearman.
McDouble, a 4-piece nugget, a small fry.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing wild. Maybe a mini McFlurry. They got these new meal deals now. This is not an ad,
Yeah.
but McDonald's should sponsor us.
100%.
It's like $5 for a McDouble, a small fry, a 4-piece nugget, and a drink. They're kind of stealing that like 4 for $4 deal from Wendy's.
Wendy's is
the $5
garbage,
biggie
man.
bag.
Wendy's is trash.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll go to Wendy's every once in a while.
It fell off hard though.
But dude, I see the arches. I'm like, I
I'll
could.
tell you,
I got $5 burning a hole in my
This-
pocket.
this past Sunday I woke up and just had a burning like
Burning desire for a McGriddle.
not a McGriddle. I love the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Oh yeah.
And I woke up like I slept in. And it was like barely enough time to like get in there. I pull up and
Sprinted.
the line is like out the road. Like there's like 2 cars just sitting in the middle of the street,
Everyone
waiting like with
wanted
their
the
turn
biscuit.
signal, waiting to get in. I'm like, and like the clock is ticking. There's only a few minutes left. I'm like, I gotta make a move here. So I like bust in, like in beside him. I park in a parking spot. I run in, do it on like the mobile order, check out with like 2 minutes to spare. It
10:58.
was amazing. It was
That's
beautiful.
What happened to all day breakfast?
Two bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits, 2 hash browns. Put the hash brown on the
Yeah, I got
sandwich.
you. The McGang
And
bag.
got a high
That's what
C.
they call it.
And I felt awful the rest of the day, but
Of course you did.
in the moment, it was like the greatest feeling I've had in years.
What happened to? Didn't they have all day breakfast for a while?
I thought so.
What happened to that? Why
I
did they
don't
take
know.
that away?
I don't know. And what happens to the breakfast at 10:30?
Yeah.
Like where does it go?
What happened? Because I know you guys made more eggs.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
The
They're-
worst
They're
is-
probably saving them for tomorrow.
Like
huh?
I've gotten there at like 10:31 before, and they've been like, nah.
That's when it ends.
and-
10:30.
Yeah.
That's
And I've been
crazy.
like so mad.
That's
been, like-
crazy. 10:30 is too early.
I'm
to
like,
end-
what? I'm like,
to end the breakfast.
I'm like, what am I gonna do right now? Like yell? Like get mad at a McDonald's employee? Like they don't, they aren't calling the shot. Like I was like, are you kidding? Like it's 1 minute. Like what's the
I
difference between
need
now
my bacon, egg, and
4
cheese
seconds
biscuit.
ago? But it's just not worth it. They don't.
Why? Yeah. Why? 10:30 seems too early for a fast food restaurant. Like I feel like it should be 11:30.
Yeah, because who's getting a
At the-
burger at
at the
10:45?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're in that gray area.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when they take the time to like crank up the fryers or
Rub up those fryers, like
Yeah,
that guy in
yeah.
SpongeBob.
That's probably what they do.
But they got the fryers on anyway for the hash browns. So it's
Maybe they need to replace-
everything's already cranked up.
I don't know. Get the patties.
Yeah, like who's getting there? I feel like their orders have to fall off between 10:30 and 11:45.
And they probably love that time.
Yeah, probably, but
I don't blame them.
that's none of their business.
I think on weekends it is 11.
That's
But
still,
on
I
weekdays,
don't
I think
know.
it's 10.
Especially on weekends. I feel like on weekends it should be like
All
noon,
day.
like
It
12:30.
should be like 3 p.m.
Hungover, I come
Yeah.
and get a Dr. Pepper
Yes.
for my hangover and a McGriddle.
I got a high C orange for the first time in a while.
High C what?
Orange.
Okay,
The
interesting.
orange lava burst or whatever. it's
Orange?
called. Yeah.
Say it again.
Orange.
Orange.
That an orange high C.
Orange. Yeah.
I wouldn't say an orange high C. That's
High C that's orange. An orange
the
high
orange
C.
flavored.
Orange.
It's an orange flavored high C.
Okay.
And it was the first time I've had it in like a decade. It was
Always hit.
hitting.
Yeah.
It was
You
great.
forget about it.
You do.
You forget about an
Because
orange
they
high
took
C.
that away for a while at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That was something they were like, no, we're gonna bring in the
Just like the McRib.
tropical Sprite, bro. Bring back the orange high C.
Yeah. Bring back the BMT also. I don't even know what that is, but I know they
Subway?
had something. No, what's they had something at McDonald's called the McB and the B something. I don't know, Mick something. Everything's Mick, right?
Yeah,
Mick,
pretty much.
Mick.
I'll give an Arch Burger review in the last 45 seconds because I did have
you had
it.
the big arch.
I did have the big arch. First off, the price is it's like $12 for the burger.
It's way too much.
The burger's big.
Is that just for the burger or for the
I think
meal?
that's for the meal.
Okay.
But still,
Yeah.
the burger's big. I'll give them that. But it's not as good as a Big Mac. The sauce that they put on there, like it's the Arch sauce, or it just tastes like ketchup and mustard.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing more than that. Tasted way too much like ketchup. It was way too saucy. I will not be getting it again. Not for me. They had crispy onions on it and raw onions.
Yeah.
I'm like, we got to pick one or the other.
No, you don't like them both?
Both is just doing the most, I think.
Yeah.
It was just.
What about this? Once I went to Roots, they make like slop bowls, and I got crispy onions and pickled onions. How about that? Is that okay for you?
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I
I need to try the big arch. I feel like the bun, does that add anything? The sesame seed and like the everything?
Like sesame and poppy, I think.
Does
Yeah,
that add anything?
was. I mean, it doesn't add enough. I'll say that. Too much sauce, too sloppy. Not as good as a Big Mac. I'll be sticking to that.
Doesn't add enough. You know what does add enough?
Within a year.
BEL adds enough to your day. So make sure you stick with Behind Enemy Lines. We'll be right back after these messages.
Nobody cares about the details, seriously. Not the logo, not the stitching, and not the tiny symbol that magically doubles the price of the t-shirt. Think about it. The shirt you're wearing right now and the one I'm wearing do the exact same job. They cover us, they keep us warm, and they stop us from being arrested for public indecency. The only difference is a swoosh, a rectangle, or a name that convinced you it was worth more money. That's where GenericClothes.com comes in. They skip the branding nonsense and get straight to the point. Shirts that literally say what they are. Sports team, political statement, music band. No hype, no pretending, just honesty and a sense of humor at the expense of big clothing brands. If you're tired of paying extra for a logo that nobody actually cares about, or you want the perfect gift for someone who actually gets the joke, head to GenericClothes.com. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point.
WSRR Radio is proud to present the Cleveland leg of Echo Pilot's 2026 Spring Tour, April 30th at the Winchester in Lakewood, located at 12112 Madison Avenue.
It's not my intention to settle down before you go away. Down and out, you will drown, and it's over.
Coming all the way from Tennessee to Cleveland, I get the notion you're not going to want to miss Echo Pilot live, so come join the WSRR crew along with Cellophane Jane and Lily A. Thursday, April 30th, 2026. Echo Pilot at the Winchester, Thursday, April 30th. Doors at 7. More information and tickets available at echopilotmusic.com.
Playing the ball where it lies. Lucas and Dom are back on WSRR Radio.
Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines, right here on WSRR Radio, brought to you by GenericClothes.com. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point at GenericClothes.com. Don't sell out to big brand clothing empires and their prices. Make a statement at their expense with GenericClothes.com. And thank you to GenericClothes.com for once again sponsoring our second annual Behind Enemy Lines March Madness Bracket Challenge. If you did not enter and you're listening to this, how's the FOMO feel? How's that feel, huh? You could be thinking about High Point almost beating Wisconsin right now. It's a close game, 48-54. We'll see what actually happens in it. You guys already know what's happening, but like you guys could be part of the fun, and you're not.
You're missing out.
You blew it.
Bums next year.
You blew it. Yeah, there's always next year.
We'll
But
be a third annual. We can guarantee that.
yeah, there's always next year. But man, grass is always greener next year. I could have won it this year. Could have won it. This was your year to win it. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in once again to Behind Enemy Lines. Dom, this is a uniform-centric show. We talk a lot about the drip of athletes, franchises, and their aesthetics, and a new uniform, new logo, new era of a franchise dropped this past week as the Titans rolled out their new uniforms and logo. It was last week on March 12th. And initial reactions, you like the uniform, a very kind of safe for me. It was very underwhelming. And I think that being safe is the way that Nike has gone in recent years, and like kind of going back to like tried and true stuff, because so many people have said like they try to do too much and they go back to a classic look, like the Buccaneers with the alarm clock look, the Browns with the huge Cleveland on the chest and pants.
Yeah.
And then the Buccaneers went back to a traditional look. Browns did the same. Titans rolled out this look with the navy helmets, the silver swords on the side.
This isn't just a new jersey. This is like a full team rebrand.
Yeah.
Like this is an overhaul, which I think it makes it better. Like
I think so too.
It's not just new uniform.
But I still feel like the uniforms are a little underwhelming.
Like, could you imagine if the Browns just changed their logo? That'd be insane. Like that's what the Titans did here, and I think it was at a perfect time too. Like Cam Ward going into his second year. You have a new coach. You have some early draft picks. Like you're gonna have a foundation here in the next coming years. Now is the time to like fully rebrand this team. I think their last uniforms were boring, super forgetful. They were outdated. And then to get back to like the Houston Oilers, those colors. I mean, everybody loves that.
Yeah, I do think that. I mean, I do love the what kind of blue is that? Powder blue?
Yeah.
Carolina blue or
baby blue
and red. I think that's
a nice combo.
A great color combo for anyone.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can go wrong with that. But it is a little bit strange considering the fact that like it is after the Houston Oilers and there's a team in Houston.
Yeah.
But now this is a Tennessee team. Like there is that, strange history thing because they moved from.
But it's like
Houston
No one
to
can
Tennessee,
use these
but-
colors anymore.
No, but I'm just saying like it is the love you blue Oilers look, but they're in Tennessee. So
Like
that's
it's not
kind of
like the
strange.
It's not like the Texans would have been like, oh, we want to use this color scheme.
But they actually did a little bit. Like even they rolled
Not
out
that
the
light blue.
They gave like a little bit of a nod to it with their new uniforms with the H on the calligraphy H on the side that has the light blue.
Yeah, I did kind of forget about that one.
They got that a little bit in there.
But-
They're like trying to introduce that and trying to take it back maybe a little bit.
But yeah, Titans took it for themselves.
They definitely did. I think
I
that
wonder if the Texans are upset.
the new I don't know. I think
I could
I'm
hear-
sure Houston like loyalists are a little bit.
For sure. And there are a lot of people, like the biggest critique I saw was like, where's the connection to Titans?
Yeah, like they don't have any like
what do you mean? Like, why do you need a, like,
I
what on
think
the
that-
old logo
that's
really
going
connected
away.
to a
That's
Titan?
going away a lot in recent years. I feel like in the past, like if you look at uniforms and logos, like the mascot name has been a lot more consequential in the past in like uniforms and logos than it has been recently. Like now, I feel like the Titans is kind of just a name. Like what even is a Titan? Like
Yeah.
is it the mythological creature? Is it just kind of like what?
Are they
Like,
just people or
same thing with like the Brown, especially in the NFL too. Like same thing with like the Browns, like the Giants, the Packers. Like there's a lot of things that it's kind of like, well,
yeah.
what even really is the mascot?
Yeah.
It kind of just is what we call them now.
And then I saw a lot of people being like, well, what is this? What is the Steelers logo?
Yeah,
Wow.
Steelers, same thing.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't know like the Steelers logo, like the yellow, red, and blue, they represent like the colors of the symbols that make iron or steel.
Yeah, I thought they were the Three Rivers.
I think you could
might have just made
interpret
that
it as that as well, but it's like it comes from the original sign for like steel.
Okay.
And it's like iron, coal, and steel scrap. That's how you make steel.
Oh, you
So it
use steel to
represents-
make steel?
Mm-hmm. Steel scrap.
What is that? What is steel scrap?
I don't know. You're asking too many questions now.
Because you don't know?
Well,
Come
I'll
on,
look
Mr.
up. I'll
Steeler
look
fan.
how do you make steel?
Yeah, great. This is what we should be getting into right now. I think
we want
that
you all to learn how to make your own
the
scrap metal.
like they're doing this new line though with the Titans where they have like the strings type looking on it. I think it's supposed to be like 6 strings for like a guitar. It's like a nod to their music history.
I like that.
Like, all right, that's okay, but I don't know. It just looks kind of weird on the helmet.
You can barely see it though.
I like the red outline on the numbers. I think that's clean, but we'll see. I think they missed out really big on having a red face mask. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that would like kind of tie it back to the Oilers more too, and like that was a good look. So I think they missed out on that, or even having a baby blue face mask. But I'm not a huge fan of like the all white look. I think it does go back to like what they had before, kinda, and scrap steel. What the hell is
Scrap
that?
steel.
Like I think
Scrap.
it goes back though to like the Titans. You know that was their look. They had the white helmets.
Yeah.
So it kind of gets back to their tradition. But I would have liked
Red
to see a
face
red
mask.
face mask.
Would have been tough.
Would have been very tough.
Now the Titans, they kind of fumbled the bag on the uniform reveal.
Oh my gosh, yes, it was terrible.
Well, did you see about like the helmets, the stars?
That too,
on that?
but the stars we can talk about in a second. Go ahead, talk about that first, and then I'll say my part.
So when they did like their photo shoot and everything with like their star players and everything, people noticed that the logo on the helmet wasn't the same logo that they had shown as what was going to be their new one. Their new logo, just like their old logo, it has stars that are, twisted.
It has it has the 3 stars, which is the Tennessee state flag has 3 stars.
Yeah.
And the top star is straight up. The 2 on the right and left are a little angled in.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And the one that they put on the helmet, all the stars were straight. I don't know how they ended up doing this, but the Titans ended up saying, yeah, this isn't what the uniforms are actually going to look like. The helmet, at least. You just,
like,
how does that happen
happen?
with a $1 billion organization?
Terrible.
Not a good look for them. But you
Very.
didn't like the pictures?
Very bad look. Well, no, not the pictures. The reveal itself was like very strange. They were like, yeah, March 12th, we take center stage. That's all they tweeted, March 12th. And then I was like, all right, so like I'll see them on March 12th. Usually, like, I don't know, I feel like usually these happen at like noon, 1 o'clock, something, so people can, they're out for the whole day. People
Do like
see
a
them at
press
work or something.
conference.
They do a press conference. That's right. Nothing was really like released about the time or when these would come out. So it was like 9 at night.
Oh,
and
really?
nothing had come out still. And I was like, well, let me go to their Twitter and like see like their X, excuse me, and see what like if it says exactly when it'll come out. And their whole Twitter page, they had one post at the beginning of the day that said tonight we take center stage, but it just said tonight.
They
It
never
didn't say
post
what
anything?
time. And then the whole rest of the day, they just posted a bunch of free agent signings, which I think that the 12th was like the first day that you can officially make announcements and like whatever they officially sign those days.
And
So-
I think it's like technically the first day of the next season.
Yes. So
So I
like,
think that's kind of why they had to do it then.
yeah, I'm sure that's why they had to post those all and like whatever, but like they didn't post anything else the entire day except for at like 9 in the morning. They said tonight we take center stage. That was what they kept saying. And then it was 9:15 and like I was looking on Twitter because I'm a big uniform head. I want to see these uniforms. Everyone on Twitter was like, where are they? When are these coming out? Like blah, blah, blah. People are like, like the Texans like had a live streamed thing and like this other like the Bengals like had an exact time that they were going to have these out. And like, there's like these parties and things like,
Yeah.
I think it was like a private event that they might have done something at, but like no pictures came out from it. Like it was just a very underwhelming. Of course, all the leaks come out too. It was like
Yeah.
a really underwhelming reveal itself.
Yeah, because like I had already known what their next logo was going to look at like
Yeah.
a month ago.
Yeah.
It leaked on Twitter. I didn't even like think. I don't even know when I saw it. It might have been the next day. Like I just saw it scrolling on Twitter. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like those look nice. And then
Yeah.
it wasn't like a big event.
The logo's kind of basic, but like
it wasn't a big deal as they should have made it. I think like a full NFL team rebrand. I think that should be, should have some type of event.
yeah, seriously.
At least a press conference or a cool
Yeah.
video.
There was like hardly anything that came out of it. It was I
like,
didn't love it.
I mean, it's completely different, but if the Steelers were to rebrand, get a completely different logo, they just did it on a random day, just like nothing. Owners didn't even say anything, I'd be upset.
Yeah.
So I understand Titans loyalists being upset about that one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I like them though.
I
think they're
don't
gonna
hate
look nice on the field.
uniforms. I think that the more we see them, the like more we'll get used to them and stuff. But I would have liked to see a red face mask. I would have liked to see a red alternate, maybe even or like the dark blue alternate. See if they work any navy into it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's some serious untapped potential.
All they have is the home and away right now.
Yeah.
So there's definitely room for improvement with the Titans. I'd say it's like a plus maybe.
Whoa.
Rebrand.
I'll give him an A-. I'll give him a B+.
Like think about rebrands that have happened. I know it's like, you know, you didn't change the name or anything, but like full logo changes or even team changes, like this is as good as it gets.
Really?
Charlotte Bobcats to the Hornets.
What about the Texans? The Texans kind of, well, yeah, no, that's a name change. Like the Texans' newest, like logo, and I guess they didn't really change the logo, but the uniform at least roll out.
What's that? The Texans? What did they change?
Their uniforms. They changed all their uniforms. They came out with 3 new looks all at one time last 2 years ago, whatever it was.
Didn't stand out. Did not stand out to me. Those red ones were kind of cool. Yeah, but I mean, no, it's nothing. That doesn't do it for me.
We'll see that. I believe the only other team that's rebranding this offseason is the Falcons. There might be another one, but the Falcons is the next one up that I'm excited to see because
they feel like they do a rebrand every other year.
What do you mean?
I'm not rebrand, but new uniforms every other year.
What do you mean? They've had the uniforms they've had now since they had Matt Ryan.
No way. They definitely got new uniforms recently.
No.
Are you kidding me?
They have the uniforms that they wore this last year. They've had since Matt Ryan was playing for them.
That might be cap.
No, it's not. The first year of the new uniforms, Matt Ryan was there.
I looked at Falcons uniform. The first picture is Matt Falcon posing in it. That's unbelievable.
Who?
What?
You just said Matt Falcon.
No, I did. It's Matt Ryan.
No, you said Matt Falcon. You said the first picture is Matt Falcon posting it next to Grady Jarrett.
Run back the tape on that one.
Run it back right now. Go ahead. Pause the episode and run it back. I dare you.
I think we only got a couple minutes here.
You said Matt Falcon.
We'll check it out here. Remember this timestamp here.
Matt Falcon is crazy.
Mr. Matt Falcon.
Matt Falcon.
But yeah, that actually is hard to believe.
Yeah, I think that it'll be
Matt Falcon.
Matt Falcon's
love that
crazy guy. If they fumble their uniform rebrand, like that'll be huge because like they have so much to work with. They have black and red looks great. Falcon is great. Like they've got silver in there too. Atlanta, they have so much to work with. If they can't come out with a good uniform, they've got the red helmets. They've got the throwback logo. They have so
throwback
much.
Throwback is nice. They got to get a throwback.
Yeah, if they can't,
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, they got Calvin Ridley out there too. Some people have said if they don't go to a red helmet, that is a fumble. So we'll see.
They're out. That fans are out if they don't get a red helmet.
Yeah.
What's crazy is in this Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, jersey reveal picture, they have this one jersey. It's like a red and black gradient.
Yeah.
They have never worn that jersey
wore them
once.
a couple times.
Did they?
You know who I know was wearing them? You know who I picture in those? Todd Gurley was their running back for a couple of years.
My God.
Todd Gurley wore those. And then I think the NFL like outlawed him because they wouldn't let him do the gradient anymore.
Who's 45?
He's a linebacker. I forget his name though. But he was tough. Behind Enemy Lines on WSRR Radio. Stick with us
Matt
for our
Falcon.
final segment. Matt Falcon.
Based out of Chicago, Synergy Music Studio is built for artists who care about the sound of their music. From recording, mixing, and mastering to full production and live studio sessions, Synergy works hands-on to help artists turn ideas into finished professional releases. They support the Chicago scene and they welcome new artists anytime. If you're serious about your sound, start at synergymusicstudio.com today.
Independent music has always been about doing things your own way, not cutting corners, not chasing trends, and definitely not handing everything off to someone who doesn't care about the end result. That's where Hellbender Vinyl comes in. Hellbender Vinyl is Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plant trusted by artists across the country. They work hands-on with independent musicians to make sure each release sounds right and feels right start to finish. Every project includes 5 free test presses, so quality isn't a guessing game, it's built right into the process. So, if you're serious about your music and how it's released, don't settle for disposable formats. Press it with Hellbender Vinyl. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Calling it like they see it. Lucas and Dom are back on WSRR Radio.
Welcome back to the program Behind Enemy Lines, Fanatics. That's right, we're back here on WSRR Radio, cooking with gas here on our final segment, getting you through this Friday morning.
Sir. Yes, sir. Before we go into our final segment, can you admit it?
Yes. Oh, yeah, we did run the tape back in that break. I did say Matt Falcon.
1,000%.
Matthew Falcon, I did say.
Thank you, Matt Falcon.
I will own up to it. I did, I genuinely thought I said Matt Ryan there.
You're tripping.
I was kind of shocked when I heard the tape. It was a little surprising,
what?
I'm not gonna lie.
I said, who? What?
Yeah, in the moment I was shocked, and listening back I was shocked. Overall, it just wasn't a good look.
Not a good look. Matt Falcon.
Good thing our listeners won't clip that and expose me online for that.
Matt Falcon, thank you for all you've done.
Thank you, Matt Falcon, for wearing those jerseys, but it's time
Falcon.
for something new. God. Oh man, but it's a good time. This week I texted Lucas. I said I have something we need to talk about on the show this week.
Have to.
I said
must.
What did I say exactly?
You said I got something for the show this week.
I got something big for you, bud.
Which Dom doesn't usually text me something that he has for the show, so I knew this was going to be groundbreaking.
Usually I come in here, we just run like hit record, and we just
I feel like usually
we're in flow state.
Sometimes I have to bring up like in the week planning, I'll make the topics a little bit.
Yeah, you'll reach out with stuff sometimes.
Yeah, because if I don't do it, I'll forget. So that's the only reason I texted you. But go ahead.
I'll be like sleep. I'll be like, yeah, I'll remember that for the show. And
chance.
Forgot. But this one, I was like, I have to send it to him because this is something that needs to be talked about and isn't talked about enough. Why does coconut taste like sunscreen?
Is that the case, or does sunscreen taste like coconut?
I think that's the age-old question.
I think it's because sunscreen, don't they put like I feel like most sunscreens have like coconut scent in them.
Yes, you're right. So here's a theory. So you either tasted coconut or you use sunscreen. It's either one or like whatever one came first is what you associate with.
Oh, okay.
Whatever one came first, I think. That's my big.
So
theory.
that's why some people do and some people don't like coconut.
Well, I still like coconut even though I associate it with sunscreen. I feel like when I smell sunscreen, like it smells good. I wish it was edible.
Yeah, or is it just?
And it basically is in coconut form.
I was thinking, is it just like sense? Sense. What's the word I'm looking for? Not appropriation. Association.
Yeah, for
sense
sure.
Association, where it's just like coconut tastes like, like when I smell coconut, what I'm thinking of is when I'm at the beach and I have sunscreen on me.
Yeah, maybe.
So then like that, when you taste coconut, now you're feeling like you have sunscreen on you and you're tasting it a little bit. Maybe that's what it is?
No, I think your first one was right. Like they put scents and stuff in the sunscreen that smells like coconut.
Yes, exactly. So then it's because of the association, the scent association. You're about to spit something that has coconut in it. You're smelling it right before it goes in your mouth. And you're like, oh, this smells like when I was at the beach and I had sunscreen.
It all comes down to the smell.
Yeah.
And I think it tastes good.
I love a coconut latte.
And do you think it tastes like
ice cream, coconut cake, coconut cream pie? Oh my God, don't get me started on a cream pie.
Starbucks has a new like coconut.
Yeah.
Cold foam. Real good. Real good.
That's tough.
Yeah,
a coconut latte is my like secret sauce. An iced coconut latte in the summer.
Yeah.
When it's hot.
For sure.
Oh.
Coconut is a good flavor. I feel like it's getting more popular maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be making that up. Especially in like coffee, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so for sure. Because I think that because people are looking for so many milk alternatives, coconut or oat, almond, pistachio, macadamia.
Yeah.
That coconut is, obviously coconut came up. So now the coconut milk has a slight coconut flavor, and then you're like, what if I just bumping
Yeah.
it up. What if I just gave this the juice?
Yeah.
And you just go coconut flavored syrup in there.
I was going to work
Congrats.
the other week, and before I was going to work, I was like packing up what I was gonna take for lunch. I was like, forget. There's I think I had like some coconut. I had like all like this different type of. I had like a fruit yogurt and like fresh fruit something, like a bunch of different fruit flavored things. I was just like, how amazing is this? I can taste like a freaking coconut, mango, and a cherry. I'm in like Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's pretty amazing.
Our forefathers never could have
No
had
one,
these luxuries.
no one could have ever imagined like I have freaking coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it's unbelievable.
There's every time you go to like Florida or somewhere else, if you fly there in the airport, like in the shops, I don't know what they're called, but there's these like candy bar. There's these boxes of like this candy bar stuff, and it's just like a coconut cake, a thing of shaved coconut that's covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
And they look so good. I want one every time, but I never buy
gotten
them.
it, huh?
Never buy them.
You'll have
One of
to.
them too. They have like they're flavored. Sometimes like it's like coconut, but it's lime flavored coconut covered in
Whoa.
chocolate. And I'm like, whoa. And I think one might have even been like pistachio. That like you're talking my language. You're hyping me up here.
Yeah, I mean, what a blessing it is to be able to eat all these fruits
Golly.
in the middle. You can be wherever. You can be in Nebraska.
Yeah.
We'll call back
You can
the
get
first
pineapple.
segment.
There we go. You can have a corn husker eating pineapple. How
Eat
crazy is that?
pineapple and anchovies on a pizza, and it'll cost you less than $20. I mean, you're getting fish.
I don't know if it
tropical
will
fruit.
actually. Really, what's up with why do pizza places love to upcharge so much for toppings? Like
That's how.
why is a large cheese pizza $12, but a large pepperoni pizza is like $15?
Yeah.
You really putting $3 worth of pepperoni on there? You know how much pepperoni is? I can get a bag of pepperoni for $3,
Fuck.
and that'll be like 1/8 of that bag of pepperoni is how much pepperoni's on my pizza.
One of my favorite pizza places. I'm not even gonna shout them out because it makes me so upset. They charge so much for the toppings. The one that drives me the most nuts is basil. I'm like,
what?
Basil? You're charging for a little like some basil on top of the pizza?
That's crazy.
And it's like $3, and they're putting like four leaves on that.
No, that's
so I bought
insane.
my own basil plant, and it looks like it's.
I was gonna say I see your basil,
but it
plant
comes
over
back
here.
alive.
It's wilting a bit.
It comes back. It dies and then it's back. It dies and it's back.
Okay,
It's normal.
it just has moods maybe.
It feels like. I mean, I just don't water it until it gets like that.
Well, that's an issue mostly.
But then it always comes back and it looks great in like an hour or two.
Wow. Cinderella
That's
story.
the botany segment of the day.
Cinderella story of that basil plant. Buffalo chicken pizza. They'll charge
Good.
you an arm and a leg for that.
Yeah, that's
They'll
a
charge you.
specialty.
They'll charge you $25 for a medium buffalo chicken pizza.
That's like a specialty pie.
Yeah, but like, why is it that much?
Because
What
they
the
know.
pizza inflation has hit the pizza market more than maybe anyone else.
You think?
I feel like pizzas just are too expensive, man. It's just bread and sauce and cheese.
Well, that's true, but it's still like one of the best bang for your buck as far as feeding a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like if you need to feed like 10 people, pizza's still your best option.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
keeping it affordable
yeah, and the way it's laid out itself
helps.
obviously helps
The pie.
feed more people. The pie
Or-
format. The pie format does help a lot. How about those commercials of like Pizza Hut trying to be that's you've been marketed to by Pizza Hut or whoever does that commercial.
Why?
Because that was their thing. They're like, for $10 you can get a burger or you can get a pizza, and it's like we can feed 5 guys with this pizza, and then they tried to they were trying to cut the burger into 5 into
Really?
fifths.
Nah,
You've seen that commercial. You
I ain't a
definitely
Pizza
have.
Hut guy though.
No,
No, Domino's is good.
no, you're killing me. If you want pizza, why unless you are in a one-horse town that doesn't have any Italians in it,
Yeah,
why is anyone ordering pizza from chain restaurants?
because there I can get a large pizza with pepperoni, banana peppers, green peppers,
And onions?
onions, all types of that for like $10.
It's just not. You're eating cardboard in cheese.
No. Domino's is fire.
Nah, I
Their
can't.
crust
I
is
can't
fire.
agree. I can't agree.
I think we've had this conversation a few times. On
Probably
the show.
like if anyone is, especially as a God-fearing
Paisan.
Italian man,
Yeah.
like what are you doing not going to Fazio's or Milano's
Listen.
or Benny Fiore's or something like that?
'Cause-
You gotta be supporting one, support local,
Because Benny's
two,
is charging
support
$8
real
for a
Italians. Support real Italians. No, you go to Benny's in the South Side, you get one of those big ass slices that
Yeah.
takes up 2 plates
Yeah.
for like $3 on a
$8.
Friday night.
No way.
I think it's like 3, maybe 5, but it's still
$5 for a slice is wild.
Yeah, but the slices
get a
at
whole
Benny's are
pie
as big as a whole pie.
$10.
No,
At Domino's.
but it's Domino's.
Tastes fire.
You're neglecting the fact that you're eating Domino's.
But it's all the same. It's dough.
Saying
toppings.
the word Domino's upsets me. I'm not gonna lie.
It is like pizza is one of the most basic things. Like
Yeah, but you
Domino's
can
figure
do
out
it
the best
right
way
and
to
you
make
can
it,
do it wrong.
and they do a good job at doing it.
No, they don't.
And it's one of the best pizzas you can get, like if you're traveling too.
I'm glad
You
you're
know exactly
enjoying
what
that
you're gonna get.
sauce that's in a bag.
It's the same everywhere
That
you go.
sauce that's in a bag that got shipped from 4 states over.
You think most of these pizza places are making sauce every day?
Yeah, dude, I go into Fazio's. I see them making the sauce in the back. They're a block
that might
away
be,
from me.
That might be Fozzie, but not a lot of these places are doing that.
You're not giving them enough credit.
Listen, there's a few places that I like a lot, but like, are you really gonna make me pay $25 for a large cheese
For a
pizza?
quality slice of za from a family who's owned this shop for 4 generations, yeah, I'll pay that.
I can't.
We're putting food on the table by them putting food on my table.
Listen, I gotta make choices, and then like if they gotta make their
I'm gonna have to get
choices,
pizza now.
they
tonight.
can lower their prices if they want to. If they want business, they can lower the prices.
My fiance's out of town for the weekend. She's on her bachelorette trip.
You know, za.
And I've just been thinking about what I'm gonna do all weekend.
What you're gonna-
There's really nothing there's nothing that I'm gonna do that's out of the ordinary. I have the house to myself 3 nights a week anyway because she's a nurse and she works night shift and she leaves at 6:45. So I like basically have the house to myself at least 3 nights a week anyway. But I'm just like, oh man, I get the whole house to myself all weekend.
You gotta get some like crazy food.
I'm gonna and then I'm just like, I don't really know.
Got
I guess I'm
nothing.
not really gonna do much.
Not
Maybe
much
get
to
a
do.
Pizza one night. That'll just kind of be my.
That would be great.
That'll be my like big splurge, but that's about it.
I'd say you got to hog
I
out.
might even drink a beer with
Whoa.
pizza. Whoa.
Whoa.
Have a beer with my pizza on a Thursday night
God.
might just
You out of
absolutely
your
set me
mind?
off. Out of my mind.
Yeah,
Next
I'll eat like a crazy person and like sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
When my girlfriend's outside.
Sleep on the couch?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
I do that. I'll live like a different person for a couple days.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
Do you like not shower either?
I mean, if I gotta go work, like yeah, I'm gonna shower.
Yeah.
If I'm not seeing anybody though, like heck no.
Nah.
I mean,
Sometimes I'll get away with
how
no
many
shower.
Like
if I don't work out,
I'll go a day or two without a shower.
if I don't work out and I didn't really do much all day, I won't shower. If Kelly's not around.
Yeah.
If she's there, she's like, you gotta shower before you get in bed. I'm like, of course. And I love it too. I feel great
Yeah.
after I do it. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
some days I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Makes me fall asleep
Yeah, 100%.
right after.
Makes you feel nice and clean.
Yeah,
You
I'm a
get
night shower guy.
night shower all the way.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be showering
People are
in the
like,
morning.
Like what? Like you're not sweating during the night? I'm like, no. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like you're insane.
Sometimes a little bit, but still.
Not enough. Where
Not
like,
enough
I'm
to be like, oh my God, I'm drenched.
like I was like played a basketball in my.
I remember
dream.
we at the end of my bachelor party, me and you and our friend Carter went to the casino
Yup.
in Erie, and then we drove home, and like I was like, we were 5-10 minutes out from my house, and I'm like, I can't wait to get a hot shower and fall into
Because
bed.
I was like cold.
And Carter was like, I'm not gonna shower. I'm just gonna go right to bed. I'm like, you were just in the casino.
Casino is a dirty.
Like having the casino on you and then getting in bed is insane.
Yeah,
It's like I'm just gonna shower in the morning.
I do think.
Not to dox Carter, but
I do think, like just changing clothes is like half the battle. Like as far as being clean.
yeah, but it's in your hair
Yeah, no, trust me. Casinos are
and
disgusting.
under your.
I hate
fingernails.
casinos, but I think as far as getting clean, like changing clothes is like the biggest.
That's the battle for you.
Not for me. I think for most people. It's
Yeah.
like, just put on new clothes, man.
Yeah,
Put on some clean
if you're wearing the same clothes in the casino as in your bed, you need to find God. Thank you guys for listening to Behind Enemy Lines.
Those are wise words
And
to end on.
have a great weekend.
The preceding program was a WSRR radio production.